Hello students, good morning. This is Nidhi Ghetia. Today we will discuss about the subject, that is herbal drug technology, and in this subject we will discuss the novel drug dosage form. This topic are included in the herbal drug formulations. Okay, so let's we started with the study of the content. So today we will discuss the introduction, types of the novel dosage forms, then liposome and phytosomes. Okay, liposome and phytosome both are the included in the types of the novel dosage form or drug delivery system, new drug delivery system, novel drug delivery system. So let's we started with the introduction. So the various conventional dosage form release the drug immediately, causing the blood level fluctuation. Okay, in various types of the conventional dosage form, that is the conventional dosage form, that is the general dosage form. Okay, so they release the drugs immediately, causing the blood level fluctuation. So the hence the maintained drug level in the therapeutically effective range novel dosage forms and form the develops. Okay. So the novel drug delivery system, that is NDDS, novel drug delivery system, means the approach is formulations, technologies and systems to transport the pharmaceutical compound in the body so that it can be safely achieved in its desired therapeutic effect. Okay. Then NDDS is the nothing but the combination of advanced techniques and new dosage forms in which drugs is delivered by the system other than the conventional drug delivery system. It has various advantages of the conventional dosage forms. Okay, NDDS is nothing but the combination of the advanced drug delivery system, advanced techniques with the new dosage forms in which drugs is delivered by the system and then conventional drug delivery system. Okay, this is the definition of the NDDS, that is combination of advanced techniques and new doses with dosage forms in which drug is delivered by the system other than the conventional dosage form. That's called the new novel drug delivery system or novel drug dosage forms. Okay. So the some advantages of the NDDS, so solubility and bioavailability is of the phytoconstituent is the enhanced, then distribution and pharmacological effect activity is the enhanced, then drug can be released at the predetermined rate and deliver the drug at the site of action, then produce the less toxicity as the novel dosage form avoid the accumulation of drug to non-targeted areas. Then stability of the phytoconstituents can be improved, so the easily administered to pediatric and geriatric patients. A pediatric patient, that is the child, and geriatric, that is the old age patients. Okay. Then phytoconstituents are the susceptible to acidic environment and undergoes liver metabolism. Then the novel dosage forms avoid the degradation of pre-systematic metabolism of the drug. Then also they including the sustained drug delivery system can be achieved. Okay, so that's included in the sustainable drug delivery system or sustained release drug delivery system. So the some disadvantages also included in NDDS. So the conventional dosage form cannot be extract effect for a longer period of the time. Then some phytoconstituent can be released at the desired site of action. So the desired therapeutic response cannot be achieved. Then phytoconstituents have limited solubility and bioavailability when administered as the conventional dosage form. Okay. Then types of the novel drug dosage form. So the mouth dissolving tablet, then liposome, phytosomes, then nanoparticles, microspheres, transposome, then ethosome and transdermal patches. These all are the novel drug dosage form or novel dosage forms. Okay. Then we started or we study the liposome. So liposomes represent the globular vesicle composed of an aqueous core and one or several phospholipid bilayer. Okay, this is the represented by the globular vessel, like a vesicle like formation of the globules and with the aqueous core and one several phospholipids in bilayer. So the liposome are colloidal vesicular structure composed of one or more lipid bilayers surrounding an equal number of aqueous compartment. Okay, this is the liposome. This is figure of the liposome. So they having the hydrophobic portion and hydrophilic portion. Okay, heads, that is the hydrophilic, and tails, that is the hydrophobic, and phospholipid bilayer, and in inner side, that is the aqueous media. Aqueous media, that is like the vesicle formation. Okay, aqueous media are in the vesicle formation. So the formation of the vesicular drug delivery system. Okay, drug contained in the aqueous media. So they included in vessel formation. So they are the vesicular or vessel drug or vessel compartment. Okay. So the preparation of the liposome. So lipids are isolated using with the organic solvent. Then lipids are the dispersing in the aqueous media, or drug loading is carried out by active and passive drug loading technique. So the purification and evaluation parameter performed of the liposome. Okay, first we take the organic solvent, lipids isolated in the organic solvent, then lipids are dispersing in the aqueous media, and also drug loading is carried out by active and passive loading technique. Then purification and evaluation parameter are performed of the liposome. Okay. Then advantages of the liposome. So the suitable for the delivery of hydrophobic and hydrophilic and also amphiphilic drugs and agents. Okay, then chemically and physically well characterized entities that is the one compartment or one structure. Then biocompatible, then suitable for the controlled release, then suitable to the give localized action in the particular tissues, then suitable to administer via various routes. Okay. Now we will study the phytosomes. In earlier we studied the liposome, and now phytosome. So the phyto, that term phyto, that means the plant. Okay, whole plant, and while somes, that is the cell-like structure. So phytosomes are the little cell-like structure of plant material. So this is the advanced form of the herbal formulation, which contains the bioactive phytoconstituent of herbs extract surrounded and bound by the lipid. So most of the bioactive constituents of phytomedicines are water-soluble compounds like the flavonoids and glycosides. So because of the water-soluble herbal extract and lipophilic outer layer, phytosomes showing the better absorption and as the result produce the better bioavailability and action than the conventional herbal extract containing dosage forms. Then it can be used in the treatment of various fatal disease without denaturing the active phytocompounds and also enhance the bioavailability. So phytosomes are obtained by reacting phospholipids like either the natural or synthetic origin. Okay, it's belong from the natural or synthetic origin. So with a selection of drug constituent with an appropriate solvent, and due to their physical and chemical efficacy, so this phytocomplex can be considered as the novel entity, okay, novel structure. First, the phospholipid reacting with the selected drug constituent and making the one complex, then appropriate solvent due to their physical and chemical efficacy. So, they making the one phytocomplex can be considered as the novel entity. Okay. Then preparation of the phytosome. So, the phytosome are generally prepared by the addition accurate amount of phospholipid like soya lecithin with the herbal extract in the aprotic solvent. Soya lecithin contains the main constituent, that is the phosphodiol choline, which is having the double functions. Okay, so phosphodiol part is lipophilic in nature and choline part is the hydrophilic in nature. So, the choline part is attached with the hydrophilic main active constituent, and water as phosphodiol part is lipid soluble, then compound attached with the choline bound complex. Okay, phosphodiol and choline are making the one complex attached with the choline, then bound in the complex. They generate the complex. So, in the result, the formation of the lipid complex which better stability and bioavailability. So, phytosomes can be prepared by any one of following method, that is the anti-solvent precipitation method, then rotatory evaporation technique, then solvent evaporation method. Okay, so anti-solvent precipitation methods, the specific amount of the drug and soya lecithin were taken into 100 ml round bottom flask, then refluxed with the 20 ml of dichloromethane at the temperature not exceeding 60 degrees Celsius. For these 2 hours, the mixture is concentrated to the 5 to 10 ml. So, the hexane around 20 ml was added carefully with continuous stirring to get the precipitate, which was filtered and collected and stored in vacuum desiccator in overnight. Okay, 20 ml hexane added and then carefully with the continuous stirring, and they get the precipitate, so which was filtered and collect the stored in vacuum desiccator overnight. So, the dried precipitate is crushed in mortar and passed through sieve mesh number, that is the 100 meshes. Okay, sieve number 100 mesh. Powder complex was placed in the amber color glass bottle and stored at the room temperature. Okay, because they are the light sensitive, so they store in the amber color glass bottle. Then now we will study the second one method, that is the rotary evaporation technique. So, specific amount of the drug and soya lecithin were dissolved in the 30 ml of THF, that is the tetrahydrofuran, that THF in rotatory round bottom flask, followed by the stirring with 3 hours at the temperature not exceeding 40 degrees Celsius. So, the thin film, they generate the thin film of the sample was obtained, to which N-hexane was added and continuously stirring using the magnetic stirrer. So, the precipitate obtained was collected and placed in the amber color glass bottle and stored at the room temperature. Okay, room temperature. Then third one method, so specific amount of the drug and soya lecithin were taken into the 100 ml round bottom flask and refluxed with the 20 ml of acetone at the temperature 50 to 60 degree Celsius for the 2 hours. Okay, 50 to 60 degrees Celsius for the 2 hours. So, the mixture of the concentrated to 5 to 10 ml to obtain the precipitate, which was filtered and collected. So, the dried precipitate complex was placed in the amber color glass bottle and store at the room temperature. Now we will see the some difference between the liposome and phytosome. So in the phytosome, they having the phosphatidyl choline, and the plant component actually forms the 1:1 ratio and 2:1 molecular complex depending on the substances and complexes. So in liposome, they are formed by the mixing of water soluble substance which phosphatidyl choline in the definite ratio under the specific condition. Then phytosomes involving with the chemical bonding, okay, hydrophilic and hydrophobic nature of the both the constituent, that choline and phosphofatyl, okay, fatyl. So they involve with the chemical bonding. In liposome, here no having the chemical bonds in the is formed. So the phosphatidyl choline molecule surrounding the water soluble substance. Then phytosomes are much better absorbed than the liposome, showing the better bioavailability. So in liposome, bioavailability of the liposome is less than the phytosomes. Okay, this is the difference between liposome and phytosomes. So here, this is the structure of the liposome and phytosome, both are combined, or they see in the liposome and phytosomes half structure. Okay, so water soluble drugs, water soluble free drugs, and phospholipid, phosphatidyl choline. That is the upper part, that this part is the phosphatidyl choline part, and here under the water soluble free drugs. Okay, this is the liposome, and lower part, that phosphatidyl choline, they having the one drug molecule or drug entities in the under, okay, in the lipid layer. So they generate the complex. So they generate the complex of the phosphatidyl choline and drug. So this is the structural difference between the liposome and phytosome. Now properties of the phytosomes, so physicochemical property. So first one, that is the phytosomes are the complex between phytoconstituents and natural phospholipids, and the complex is obtained by reaction of the appropriate amount of phospholipids, and drug is particularly solvent, okay, particular solvent. So the interaction between the phospholipids and substrate is due to the formation of hydrogen bond, that is chemical bonding between the lipid and substrate. So the polar head of the phospholipid and polar functional group of the drug. On the treatment with the hydrophilic environment, phytosomes showing the cell-like structure like the liposome. Okay. Then biological properties. So the phytosome increase the active absorption of the active ingredient and also increase the systemically bioavailability when administered by the oral route. So these are the advanced form of the herbal products and have better efficacy as the compared to conventional herbal extract. So phytosomes has better pharmacokinetic properties as compared to simple herbal drugs. Then some advantages of the phytosome is to deliver the herbal drugs at the predeterminate rate, then deliver the drugs at the site of action, then toxic effect that minimize, then increase the viability of drug, then small doses can produce the desired result, then having the better stability profile of the drug or herbal constituents, then using the cosmetic due to their more skin penetration and high lipid profile, then facilitate the liver targeting drug. Okay, they making the liver targeting drug also. This is the advantages of the phytosomes. Now we will see the evaluation parameters. So determination of percentage yield by performing the assay, then determination of the particle size, globule size, okay, then entrapment of the efficacy, determination of the entrapment of efficacy, then determination of the drug content, how many drug content are presented in the phytosomes, then scanning with the electron microscopy, then differential scanning in colorimetry also performed, both the tests are performed, then also FTIR spectroscopy also performed for the determination by the instruments SEM, DSC and FTIR. Then also performing the antifungal, checking the antifungal activity of phytosomes. Okay, because they not having the any fungal infection in their solution, so it's important for the their activity, okay, antifungal activity. Now we will end this session of the novel drug delivery system. So thank you to all.